Oh, I am sorry. If you could please. We have a dignitary. We have a message from a very important representative. Please, I apologize. Yes. Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard has sent a message to the Indigenous Connectivity Summit. And since Niniao knows him personally from a time when he was a student, we're going to let Niniao introduce Congresswoman Gabbard's representative.
So, of course, it is always my pleasure and my honor when I get to see young Native Hawaiian students grow up Maka'olelo Hawaii using the medium of Hawaiian language in education. So he is a representative of our Congresswoman, Tulsi Gabbard, and I'd like to welcome Ilihia Johnson.
Aloha. I'll try to jam through this because I know we're running a little bit behind, but just a quick recollection about growing up in Olelo, Hawaii with technology. Remember at Kekulakaya Punio Keokaha down the road, growing up with those Mac LC2s with the little 12-inch screens that I thought were so amazing. I think I have a 32-inch on my desk now. But we had, thanks to the pioneering work of some of the folks who still work in this building, we had ClarisWorks and KidPix translated into Hawaiian, just as an effort to help normalize Olelo Hawaii in technology. And as a hobby, I used to go home and fire up my hand-me-down SE30 and translate my own stuff using ResEdit. I don't know if I'm losing anybody over here, but long time ago. But this Hawaiian language program had the first bulletin board system in a native language in America that we know of called Leo Ki. You guys remember that? Yeah. We had Kualono, one of the first bilingual websites in English and Hawaiian, and you could switch between the two. And seeing native languages supported on devices and on the web was huge for me growing up, and I'm sure for many of you as you see your languages represented in technology. And today we have so many uses that rely on the internet just to underscore the importance of this connectivity and the importance of why we're all gathered here today. Things like Duolingo, we're learning native languages. Hawaiian's one of them. I think there's one Native American language. I'm sorry, I don't remember which one. Also on Duolingo, so people around the world can learn right in the palm of their hands. We recently had a Hawaiian version of Words with Friends launch called Lehu Lehu. You saw that? Pretty handy. It's what I do between the 2 and 3 o'clock hours of the morning. But we also we do things like Ulukau and Papakilo, which are databases with a lot of our Hawaiian source materials, our old newspapers, old records, things like that. Those are all online. And then there's vehevehe.org, which is our Hawaiian dictionary, place names, all of our reference books. All of this connectivity is critical to access all of this information. And then there's things as simple as Ancestry.com or other genealogy sites, because for Native people, knowing who we are and who we come from is so critical, so important. And then looking at some of the movements, some of the activism movements as of late, who would know about Standing Rock had it not been for the internet? Who would know about the struggle on Mauna Kea or in Kahuku or in Waimanalo on Oahu right now? These are all movements powered by this connectivity that we seek to empower our people with. So all that to say, super important work today. Mahalo for being here. We've come so far. There's so much farther to go. But when we think about the future of internet and connectivity, we think about the video possibilities that open up. We think about the augmented reality things that open up. My grandkids are gonna know me in a way that I never got to know my kupuna who passed before me. And when we ground this work of connectivity in that, in bridging these generations that may never meet in person, but capturing that knowledge and transmitting that generation to generation, now we see the critical importance of this work that you all are doing here. So mahalo nui to all of you. I have a long message to read. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I would like you to know that it's in Hawaiian, because we are in Hale'olelo. I'll leave it somewhere and you guys can read it later if you'd like. There's also an English version. But mahalo nui to all of you for the work that you do on behalf of Indigenous communities across America and the torches that you shine for Indigenous communities around the world in the importance of connectivity. Mahalo nui.